Hello, welcome to Pop Along RC, the RC car channel dedicated to RC car racing. And you know what? It has been a busy week here at Pop Along RC. Obviously, we had a crazy weekend at the Iconic Cup down at Mendip. And it's a bit of a come down after that, to be honest. So that was a full-on weekend, 120 drivers, amazing event. And then it was back to work Monday, and the grind began all over again. This week I have actually built my Vanessa's lunchbox. I haven't had time to get out racing in the week, so I spent a little bit of time putting this together. But I did actually get to go out racing this weekend, and I had possibly one of the most enjoyable races I've ever had with my Tamiya truck. So we're going to roll that footage in a moment, but I have done something quite stupid which I need to talk to you guys about. So Mark and I were mapping out our season, as it were, and we decided a must-do club this year was Kettering, and that we were going to go to the MTC Nationals at Kettering. So a little bit of rock, paper, scissors with Mark, and he opted for the Carton 210, the fronty car, which he wanted to run at the MTC Nationals, which meant I was going to run four-wheel drive, which is good because it's something I've not actually done before. And I am aware that somewhere in our collection we have a four-wheel drive MTC car. So I said to Mark, I'll do four-wheel drive. I'll book myself in for Kettering. Can you drop the car off? So he dropped the car off. This is the car he dropped off. There's nothing in it. There's nothing there. I've got a rolling chassis, and I've now got less than a week before I race that at the Nationals. So I have driven this car before, but I have never raced it, and I've definitely never taken it to the MTC Nationals. So I'm not expecting amazing things from me or this car, to be honest, because it's going to be a typical Carl throws it on the track and see what happens. So I was thinking all I'll do is I'll grab the motor and ESC out of my touring car and throw it in this, and we're good to go. However, it dawned on me that in the MTC they run control motors at the Nationals. Therefore, my just stock ESC will be absolutely fine, but the motor that I've got in that car is not sufficient. So I've had to order myself a motor. The options that you've got is the Zombie motor or the Rage motor. So I've ordered that. I've just got fingers crossed it turns up in time for me to get this car ready for the weekend. I've actually messaged Mark on the off chance that there is a Rage or a Zombie motor lying around somewhere that we can actually put in this car. Another thing, I haven't got a clue what gearing to run. One, because I've never been to the club before, but two, because I've never run this car before. So talk about jumping in at the deep end. My first proper race with an MTC four-wheel drive car is going to be at the MTC Nationals. Let's hope I don't come last, is all I'm going to say for that one. Anyway, enough about that. Back over to the best race that I've ever had with my truck. Now, first round went to Scott. I went out in the first round, had no grip whatsoever. And I was just really struggling to get the truck to turn in. So going into the second round, grip came up and it was fantastic. The truck was doing everything that I wanted it to do. I took the win in round 2, and then in round 3, I also took the win in round 3, but my truck started to struggle a little bit with grip roll. Some say traction roll. I'm going to stick with grip roll. And it was a race between me and Ben, and we're talking over 5 minutes, as we crossed the line at the end, I think I was half a second ahead. So I knew that we were going to be in for a fantastic final. I qualified on pole going into the final, and all I had to do is keep it clean. That was what I was telling myself. I knew that we were very similar in pace. Ben was a little bit quicker than me around the track, but consistency meant that if I could just keep it clean, I should be able to get around. So I was playing it a little bit safe, racing around the track. I wasn't taking too many risks. I was protecting the line. Unfortunately, there was a couple of comings together with us, but we waited for each other as and when that happened, because we were in a fair race and it was going all the way down to the line. As the race progressed, we started to catch up with back markers, and the back markers then, we thought they might be an issue, but we managed to get through unscathed. We sort of concertinaed a little bit, so the gap never got more than a second throughout the whole race. As we approached the last minute of the race, I did actually make a mistake, which meant I lost the lead. Now, because I was in the lead, I was protecting my lead, I was kind of taking it a little bit easy going round. So as soon as I had lost position, that was my time to push, and I was pushing really hard, because the buzzer went, we were on our last lap, and it was all to play for. Fortunately for me, Ben made a mistake going into the last couple of turns, clipped the inside curb, and then went wide. I nipped up the inside and beat him across the line. And I thought I'd taken the win. However, the computer seemed to disagree. So when we checked the results after, it shows, although we crossed the line with me just in front, very close together, it shows that Ben beat me by over a second. So what we believe happened is he crossed the timing loop when he crashed into the inside barrier before making the turn, and it registered him as a lap. I double checked on the results at the end, and that was actually his fastest lap of the race. Little glitch there from the computer system, but you know what, whether I won it or came second, I don't really care. It was a fantastic race, bumper to bumper for the best part of 5 minutes, and you know what, really enjoying the trucks at the moment. It's just going to be a shame to see the trucks disappear, because at Milton Keynes we only run the trucks in between the normal season. So we have a summer season and a winter season, and then in between, when we have these breaks, there's a 6-week period where we'll run 4 or 5 truck meets, and they're proving to be really, really popular. The trucks is a great class, and those of you that have got a TTO one that's set up as a touring car, it is as simple as changing the wheels and changing the shell, and you can get yourself a truck. The Montec shells are the cheapest way of doing that. I think you're looking at about £30. So after the race with Mark, I've actually ordered myself another Montec shell from Rochester RC, and I look forward to getting that painted up and getting that on the track. And then I'm going to have a spare Montec shell for Mark, if he can get over his snobbiness and come and join us playing with the trucks. Anyway, it's a bit of a waffly one. Great racing. Not sure what's going to happen with this one. Looking forward to getting out with the lunchbox. It's been a busy week. What can I say? If you're interested in finding out how I get on at the MTC Nationals, do like, subscribe, follow, hit the old ding dong bell, do all the things you need to, and we'll see you again soon.